What's up, guys? Swift here, covering everything Chicago Bears. The team just wrapped up the first mandatory OTA of the offseason with full participation and all hands on deck. Eddie Jackson was back on the field and looks healthy after offseason ankle surgery. Big news for the Bears secondary. He was having a Pro Bowl caliber year before he got hurt last season. He is the leader of this up-and-coming secondary that has the potential to be one of the best in the NFL. It's really good to have our leader at free safety, Eddie Jackson, back in the fold. Darnell Mooney is not back fully yet. He is in the building and working hard, but his goal is to be ready for training camp. No reason to panic on Darnell yet, especially with rookie Tyler Scott being on the team. Nate Davis did join the team Monday. Eberflus said he looks slim and in shape. The Bears gave every player on the roster an off-season weight goal to hit, and he said Davis hit that goal and looks great. A couple of quick notes about Nate Davis. People made a big deal of him missing voluntary OTAs. I had a couple of points I wanted to make on that. He ended the season on the injured reserve last year, and he was still getting healthy. It wasn't anything major, but he's 100% and ready to go. He also knows this system and was asked to drop a bit of weight this offseason. Eberflus asked everyone to be in great shape, and it seems like Nate Davis was definitely buying in as he showed up at the weight Eberflus wanted. He took over his spot at right guard. He's going through a ramp-up period, but him and Jalen Johnson are already being eased back into the lineups. Ja'Tyre Carter stepped up in Nate Davis's absence in the voluntary OTAs and filled in at right guard. Nate Davis is expected to now slide into that right guard spot on the offensive line between Cody Whitehair and Darnell Wright. He will give Darnell a veteran next to him on the line, and he should help ease his transition into the NFL. I also wanted to briefly talk about Cody Whitehair. He continues getting a lot of hate in the comments section. Whitehair is not Sam Mustipher. Cody has been our most consistent offensive lineman for the last 7 years. He is 30 years old, but he has a couple of solid years left, and he played his best seasons in the NFL back when he was at center. He has developed a new hold technique on the ball, and his snaps to Justin Fields have been on point. Justin also said he loves having Cody at center. He's a smart veteran leader who was a team captain last year. He's also a huge upgrade over Sam Mustipher and is a guy who can make the calls on the line and solidify that offensive line. I'm all for Cody playing center this season, and we also have a solid backup with Lucas Patrick. Don't rule out Dieter Iceland or Doug Kramer showing up at camp and pushing, though. Luke Getsy talked about how excited he was for this offense to get on the field and see them in action. Justin Fields and DJ Moore's connection has been clear throughout camp. Getsy also spoke highly of Chase Claypool and expects him to have a big year as well. There is a lot to love about this offense, from the three-headed monster at the running back position to the upgrade at tight end with Cole Kmet and Robert Tonyan. But this wide receiver room might be the best I've seen in Chicago. From top to bottom, the depth chart at the wide receiver position is loaded with talent. Even after the top 3 guys, we have backups like Velus Jones Jr., Dante Pettis, and Tyler Scott competing and playing well. We have one more set of OTAs coming up next week, and Getsy continues to talk about Justin Fields' growth and his leadership taking this offense to a new level. I love hearing Luke Getsy talk. Anyone who didn't hear his press conference today, be sure to check that out. I'll link it in the description below. Jaquan Brisker's press conference was also pretty entertaining. He talked about a few things I wanted to touch on. First, he said he kind of rushed back from injury last year. He said the concussion really set him back. He was just getting into his groove, and then having to set out, miss practice, and isolate yourself in a dark room because of the concussion was just tough for him. He's ready to break out this season. He also talked about Justin Fields being the best quarterback in the NFL this year. Brisker said that Justin and DJ Moore will be special, and we'll see. Brisker's excitement for this offense was easy to see. He also spoke about how awesome it is to get Eddie Jackson back there. Those two form an awesome 1-2 punch at the safety position. Eddie Jackson only makes Brisker better, but it goes the other way too. Jaquan Brisker's play style meshes perfectly with Ejax, allowing him to play center field just like he did when we had Adrian Amos. I love our safety group. Jalen Johnson also spoke to the media, and I have to say, it was a bit of a waste of time, not only his, but ours as well. The media did nothing but ask him questions that had nothing to do with football. They were asking him questions solely focused on getting a new contract and the timing of the new contract. It was utterly disappointing to me. He did address missing voluntary camps and said it had absolutely nothing to do with contract extensions. We knew about this a bit, but he said he's a father first in the off season and he takes his training seriously. He's in awesome shape and has communicated with the coaching staff every step of the way. JJ seems poised to have a big season, and he did touch on staying with the Bears. He said he wants to get a deal done and stay in Chicago, but he is not the type of guy that's going to hold out over a contract. I'm ready for JJ to get to work and have a big year. There's a lot of excitement coming out of Bears OTAs. This team and the vibes, it just feels a lot different than it did last year. I'm super excited. I'm working on a lot of new content for you guys. I have a couple of breakout player videos coming, some more undrafted free agent spotlights, and I'm working hard on the Roschon Johnson all 22 video, hopefully to be out this weekend. I appreciate everybody who watches. Please hit that like button for me, and until next time, bear down.
We have a lot of new faces on our football team the last 2 years, like 35 different guys, that have been coming through the draft and free agency. So it's important to build that chemistry. And I think we've done an outstanding job of that this offseason. Participation's been up. It's been really good. So we're excited about where we are. A lot of situations today. We did a lot of third down today. We did 2-minute at the end of the half. We saw that really good operation by the one offense to move the ball on the field and kick a field goal. One defense played good against the twos, and that was pretty exciting to see. With that, I'll open up to questions. Yeah, Eddie has worked his tail off to get back to where he is. He's in really good shape for working with the rehab staff, and I want to commend those guys, the training staff, of getting him back, and commend Eddie also for the hard work that he's put in to get to this point.